Funky 5 Challenge. My name is Nicola Flood, and I'm really excited to support your journey from thinking about yo-yo dieting to fad diets to restrictions. Let's make some positive changes. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter whether you can take one change from this 10-day program and bring it into the rest of your life. That's a lifestyle change. So best of luck, and I'm here to answer any questions that you need. I really want to help to increase your energy and also to help you lose a few pounds if that's your goal as well. And remember, in 10 days, there is so much to achieve. Whether you're here on level 1 of our program, doing a smoothie for breakfast, or level 2, which you're doing 2 smoothies a day, one for breakfast and one for lunch or dinner. I have in the plan that you're eating 5 times a day. So you've got 3 main meals and 2 snacks. So it's your choice whether one of those main meals is replaced with a Funky 5 smoothie or 2 of those main meals are replaced with your Funky 5 smoothie. So my own journey, and a lot of you will know this from following me, that I have gone through my own health issues and a big story to tell that you can find on my website or in my book. But I was overweight, 4 stone, with an underactive thyroid, suffering with infertility, and having no answers and nobody to help or support me on the way. I felt lonely, just like many people of my clients. When they come to me, they feel lonely, they feel in a trap, like that yo-yo dieting, the fad diets. But I took control of my own health. I got a coach, I worked on me, and I put myself first. I put my own oxygen masks on first, and I changed things around. And that's why I really believe in the power of smoothies, in the power of not dieting, that you're actually making a lifestyle change as opposed to counting calories or cutting here and there. It doesn't work. You have to live life. There will be parties, there will be weddings, there'll be celebrations. You have to live your life. You can't be sad because food is ruling your life. So in this module, what I want to ask you is, has your relationship with food changed? Have you become that fridge raider that you keep constantly opening up because you're not fully satisfying yourself? And as a nation, we're overfed and undernourished. So we're eating a lot of calories, empty calories, but we're not getting the macro and micronutrients from the fruits and vegetables that we should. And that's why we've become these big fridge raiders and constantly grazing, which is really bad for your gut health, your gut microbiome, because that needs to, digest the food. And if you are constantly eating, your body can't go into weight loss management because it's constantly breaking down those carbohydrates to give you energy. And if you're not using up that energy, it's going to store that as fat. I want to help you reestablish blood sugar control. And we'll do a little quiz in a few minutes just to see where you're at. And hopefully over the 10 days, you can start to put a strategy and goals in place to balance them out. And it's not all about willpower, guys. Blood sugars is a huge part of what I do with my clients. And it doesn't matter whether it's weight loss or hormones or type 2 diabetes. When I work with anybody, I will balance their blood sugars first. So you're going to get that over the next 10 days. And what I'll do in this module as well is give you 2 family-friendly snacks that will keep your blood sugars balanced. So get your phones at the ready and you can screenshot those recipes. So let's just do a quick quiz and see how many of these apply to you. Would you say that you're feeling more tired than usual? Does your mood go up and down? So it can be at the monthly cycle, it can be during the day, different spells. Are you finding it hard to concentrate? Can does your mind wander? Are you thinking of 10 things? Are you scrolling your phone and not remembering where you've left your keys? And do you still feel tired 20 minutes after getting up in the morning? And do you need that tea or coffee or something sweet to get you started? And like many people that I work with, do you experience those energy slumps throughout the day, and especially after lunch? Do you often crave food? And are you gaining weight? Are your meal times erratic? Do you actually eat every 3 hours or do you skip meals? And are you snacking more than often? So if you've scored more than 3 or 4, we really do need to get to work and do a little bit of blood sugar balancing with you. And that's what's going to happen over the next 10 days. My Funky 5 formula, it's really important that you follow the formula because it's been created to balance those blood sugars, keep you fuller for longer, and get you through to the next meal. You've got to make sure that you've got your protein, a good protein source, and that's why we put in protein powder. I like plant-based because I find whey protein powders can cause inflammation and different things in the body. You've got to have your fats and fiber, and they will really help to keep you full and satisfied. They're great for hormone health and heart health. The good fats, they're really good to support a weight loss journey. You need to get your greens in there as well. Those nutrients that are really going to oxygenate your body. 1 piece of fruit. So you just follow the ingredients and you'll have the right portion of fruit there as well. And then you can put in your super boost if that's what you want to do. You may just want to start the smoothie with the first 4 ingredients of the Funky 5. And as you get into them, then you can put that super boost in. But make sure you follow the recipes. So let us check your blood sugars on the first of this challenge. I'm going to ask you a series amount of questions, and 1 is no and 5 is yes, and we'll see where you start at the start of this challenge. I often have mood swings or difficulty concentrating. So 1 is no and 5 is yes, and you can be anywhere in between. Do you let yourself go more than 4 to 6 hours without eating? And if you do you get hangry, dizzy, or irritable? Do you often overreact to stress? Do you crave something sweet or a coffee after meals? Have you less energy than you used to have? And are you often too tired to exercise? Are you gaining weight or finding it hard to lose it? And do you have energy slumps during the day or after meals? Are you still tired 20 minutes after getting up? And when you get up, do you need that tea, coffee, or cigarette, or something sweet to get you going in the morning? And then do you often crave chocolate, sweets, food, bread, cereals, or pasta? Okay, guys, so the moment of truth. The blood sugar, if you scored more than 17 or over 30 or 40, we really need to do some work because the blood sugar, the optimum level for you to have good energy, good sleep, good mood, skin, and weight loss is 16 or less. So please don't panic if it's higher than 16, because anybody that comes on my programs or works with me starts at a higher number than 16. And over a 4-week period, you can get that down. So please do not worry. So let's have a look at some of the research out there. So 1 in 3 are eating more food. 1 in 5 people are drinking more. And 1 in 3 are sleeping less. 1 in 2 are feeling more anxious. So we're all part, we can feel a part of this. We might tick the box to, yes, I am eating more. Yes, I have gone from 1 night of a glass of wine to maybe 2 to 3. And sleep has maybe been interrupted. And the anxiousness, especially if people are hormonal, they can feel very anxious as well. And what's happening is people have now a flexible way of working. So people are at home more and they're working more, especially if they're on the hybrid model of working. So if you're at home more, your routine might be gone out the window and you might be snacking more. There's a lack of routine. If you don't have a routine or structure, it's very hard to match and meet your goals. Stress is a huge part of a weight loss journey. If you're highly stressed, the hormone cortisol is going to be way out of sync, and it takes that to work on first before you look at anything else. That stress needs to be brought down. And weight loss is a bigger picture than just looking at the foods you eat and how you maintain that. People can sometimes get bored. And also people can feel a little bit lonely as well, that they're on a journey of weight loss and there's no one there to help and support them. That's what's different about my programs, because what you're getting is something that you can use yourself, you can use with the family, but you can go to events, you can go on family occasions and not feel lonely because you're on a diet. This is a lifestyle change. So really what happens is when things get out of control, we really have these triggers for cravings. Then people, if you're tired, you're feeling lack of energy, you're going to drink more coffee, which is going to raise your cortisol levels as well as your insulin levels. You're going to snack more, you're going to have more cravings. Then it leads to, if you're more stressed and you come in at night and you just say, okay, no, I need a wine, I deserve a wine, it leads to more, and which leads to more snacking and more cravings. So it is that hamster wheel, it's that vicious cycle of yo-yo dieting. And when we don't know what is actually causing it, that it's not just the foods that we're eating, it's hormones, it's stress. Are our bowels moving every single day? If our bowels are not moving every single day, we're not getting rid of excess hormones, excess toxins, and all systems of the body need to be working, need to be, clean and energized to support your weight loss journey. And this is really what I'm talking about when we say blood sugar control. It's like you want to flatten the curve. So I want to get your blood sugars, if you scored more than 16, under that dotted line. I want you to be that green roller coaster as opposed to the orange roller coaster where you're getting whiffs of highs and lows. And when you're in that, so if you scored over 16, that's what's happened to you on a daily basis and you don't realize it. So we need to get you underneath that dotted line so that everything is balanced: energy, sleep, mood, and you start to lose weight. And the benefits, so I've listed them a couple of times in this module about, that you'll have more happiness, more energy, you'd be more productive. It's amazing when you get those blood sugars balanced, how your life can change. And there are many strategies, but what I'm going to be focusing on with the Funky Five smoothies is giving you different meal ideas, different snack ideas. Do take out the recipe books, do look at them, and meal plan, prep ahead, make sure. And the key is to have protein at every single meal. You're having it in your Funky Five smoothie. Make sure that at lunchtime, that you're actually having good quality protein, so not packaged meat. You're having lean breast of chicken if that's your thing. If you're a vegetarian or vegan, you're having the tofu, the tempeh, the soya, because we don't want you not to have that protein that you're not feeling full and it's not getting you to the next meal. And really what we want you to do is to introduce some healthy snacks. So protein with your snacks is really important as well. Hummus and carrots or peppers is an amazing snack, which will keep you fuller. You've got your protein in the hummus as well as good fats. Your yogurt is your protein with your nuts, because good fats, and your strawberries. And then you've got your crunchy peanut butter or your smooth peanut butter, making sure that it's 99% peanuts, okay, no sugars, nothing added. And also then you can have some naan oatcakes. Oatcakes would be a lower glycemic load, and I'll speak more about that later in our modules. And you could have some cheese on that as well. So there's plenty of ideas. You just need to look at the recipe plans and choose what is right for you. So take your phones out, take a screenshot of this. This is my ginger nut flapjacks, which really go down a treat. And sometimes people make granola out of this if they don't stick properly. And you can also take a screenshot of this one. It's my almond and apricot energy bars. So my question to you is, what are you going to do differently over the next 10 days to move your health forward? My challenge is to plan your meals. It's so important to know where your Funky Five smoothie is coming in and what's the rest of your meals going to look like. Make sure that you're including your protein in your snacks and at every meal. And make it fun and get everybody involved. and base it around food that you already have, just to minimize that shopping, because there's nothing worse than going out and being all motivated and then you don't meal prep and at the end of the week there is things being thrown out. We don't want that. And observe how eating every 3 hours is going to make you feel better and more motivated, fuller, and ready for the challenge. And then we just rinse and we repeat this. So guys, thank you for joining me in our first module, and I look forward to working with you, coaching and supporting you in our next tutorial.